What before times have been seen, heard, and smelt, now finally shall be spoken and uttered forth, when the world shall awake out of her heavy and drowsy sleep, and with an open heart, bare head, and bare foot, shall merrily and joyfully meet the new arising sun.
We don't know for certain who wrote the Rosicrucian manifestos, but we do know the milieu from which they came, which was a group of people in Tübingen in Germany, surrounding the great Protestant theologian Johann Valentin André. The time we're talking about is the early 17th century, and this group of people looked around them and they decided that what Europe needed was a kind of New Age movement. They had what we would now call a holistic vision, a way of looking at the world that brought together philosophy, science, art, and religion into one unified whole. And they believed that when people began to apply this vision, that a new age would be ushered in.
For Europe is with child, and will bring forth a strong child. There shall be a door open to Europe when the wall is removed, which already doth begin to appear, and with great desire is expected of many.
Nu verklaart de geheimzinnige schrijver:
What before times hath been seen, heard, and smelt, now finally shall be spoken and uttered forth, when the world shall awake out of her heavy and drowsy sleep, and with an open heart, bare head and bare foot, shall merrily and joyfully meet the new arising sun.
The impact of the publication of the Rosicrucian manifestos was the effect of dropping a mystery into the collective mind of an age. It's like dropping a pebble into a pool. The ripples go on, and in this case the impact was so strong that the ripples are still going today. It was, in fact, one of the most brilliant publicity stunts of all time. The Rosicrucians believed that if you wanted to launch a new age, the best way to do it was to cloak your vision in a legend, a myth, and then to wrap it up in mystery, because a mystery is one of the most effective ways of getting hold of people's attention.
Seeing the only wise and merciful God in these latter days hath poured out so richly his mercy and goodness to mankind, whereby we do attain more and more to the perfect knowledge of his Son, Jesus Christ, and of nature, and moreover hath raised men, imbued with great wisdom, who might partly renew and reduce all arts to perfection, so that finally man might thereby understand his own nobility and worth, and why he is called microcosmos, and how far his knowledge extendeth into nature.
When the manifestos were published, they invited learned people from all over Europe to write in and join the Brotherhood. The only trouble was that they left no mailing address. Nevertheless, many people were excited by the manifestos and attempted to contact the Rosicrucians. Other people wrote attacking them. Others, in fact, claimed to represent the Brotherhood. The reason why they left no mailing address was, I think, deliberate. What they were saying was, you will have to create this new age for yourselves. We're not going to do it for you. It's a process of inner transformation, and that also is a Gnostic idea. All Gnosticism is essentially a process of finding our way back to the divine realm, out of the physical realm. And the way back is hidden, it's secret, not everybody knows about it. The Rosicrucians believed that they knew the way back through an ancient secret philosophy, which, as the farmer says, had been given to Adam after the fall and handed down through the centuries. So the Rosicrucians knew the secret, they had the knowledge, the gnosis, they knew the way back. The Farmer Fraternitatis says that the brethren met in a place called the House of the Holy Spirit. Now, the Holy Spirit, or the Sophia, the divine wisdom, usually portrayed as a female figure, is a very important element in Gnosticism, because the Sophia is the mediator between heaven and earth. She is the one who helps us to find our way back.
Imagine coming into the barn at about 4:30 in the morning. It's all quiet, it's just getting light. You see all the cows still sleeping. And even before entering the barn, you get this feeling of serenity over you. Cows are very quiet, very calm. You move about between them before milking, before getting them into the dairy. And well, they don't have a notion of getting up and waking up. You really have to move about them, getting them woken, and then looking about. It's beautiful. I think spirituality has very practical outcomes. Walking about the field, watching how the weather relates to the growth process on the land, observing the cows, observing the way they are living, if they are healthy or not, observing the growth process of a plant, reaching up between earth and heaven, is a deeply, and in essence, a deeply spiritual act. The application of anthroposophy to agriculture is very diverse, I think. Essentially, it boils down to taking care of nature processes. When you're farming, you're bringing into culture a piece of wild nature. In essence, that's what it's about. And we try to do that in a most respectful way. We try to do it in a preservation kind of manner, conserving as much as possible of the worth that landscape gives to us, with hedges and with water and with all kinds of insects and birds and living things in the earth. And anthroposophy teaches us, helps us to learn in which way we should see these processes in connection with what the earth has in it and what movements there are in cosmos.